So things are getting pretty exciting for Dogecoin and Bitcoin after this huge development from Jack Dorsey. So watch this video till the end and discover where we are headed from here. So we know that Jack Dorsey has taken a permanent leave from Twitter. And as expected, he is now fully focusing on some very important crypto-related projects. In fact, we are now seeing that Jack Dorsey is getting into Bitcoin mining. And Block, the financial services company founded by Jack Dorsey, is now building a Bitcoin mining system. And it didn't come as a big surprise because we know that Dorsey previously touted the idea of building a Bitcoin mining system in October. He said that the process of Bitcoin mining needed to be more distributed, more efficient, and accessible to everyone. And following Dorsey's vision, Block's general manager of hardware Thomas Templeton has just announced that the company is now pursuing the idea in greater detail. He said that they want to make crypto mining more distributed and efficient in every way, from buying to setup to maintenance and to mining. And they are interested because mining goes far beyond creating new Bitcoin. They see it as a long-term need for a future that is fully decentralized and permissionless. So the point is that Jack Dorsey is now fully committed to helping the growth of Bitcoin and other cryptos like Dogecoin. And we know that Jack Dorsey is a famous personality and a big player in the financial markets. So his involvement in cryptos and crypto-related projects is going to help in mass awareness of cryptos. And this means that crypto adoption and value will eventually boom in the future. And another thing is that his firm's entry into crypto mining is actually a very important update because it will make this process efficient and smooth. In fact, we can see here that Bitcoin's hash rate has hit a new all-time high right after the official announcement of Jack Dorsey's firm Block officially building an open Bitcoin mining system. And as per official data from Glassnode, the average hash rate of Bitcoin has hit 215 million terahashes per second in the last 24 hours. So we are already seeing some bullish effects of Jack Dorsey's entry into the Bitcoin mining space. And since we know that Block's mining solutions are going to pave the way for more DIY miners to enter the space, Bitcoin mining is going to become a lot more efficient. And as a result, the hash rate of Bitcoin is going to improve even further, which will also help in the price growth of Bitcoin. Moreover, we are also seeing that Bitcoin miners have been showing great strength while holding the hash rate on the highs. And as I talked about this before, the latest adjustment has increased mining difficulty by merely 0.41%. And the hash rate at the time of the adjustment was around 174 exahash per second. And it is only 0.42% higher than the 173.6 exahash per second from the previous difficulty change. So the point is that the mining difficulty has increased by only 0.41%. And it is a bullish thing for Bitcoin as new miners are still coming to secure the Bitcoin network. And this is going to leave a very bullish impact on Bitcoin's price in the long term. Similarly, a recent report from Fidelity has indicated Bitcoin miners are now accumulating more and more Bitcoin. And it appears that the way miners are accumulating and the mining industry has revived post the ban in China, they are set for a long haul. So the point is that Bitcoin miners have the greatest financial incentive to forecast the acceptance and value of Bitcoin. The present Bitcoin cycle is far from done. And these miners are investing for the long term. So the point is that things are now getting more and more bullish for Bitcoin. From Jack Dorsey's entry into Bitcoin mining to its hash rate reaching new highs, everything is pretty bullish for Bitcoin. And this means that Bitcoin is now getting prepared to initiate an upward movement sooner than later. And if this happens, Bitcoin will assist in the overall growth of the crypto market, and we will be seeing some altcoins following Bitcoin's upward trajectory. However, I think that Dogecoin is more likely to follow Bitcoin's upward movement. We can see here that Dogecoin's price correlation with Bitcoin is very high. And the thing to note here is that no other altcoin has such a high price correlation with Bitcoin. And another thing is that a majority of Bitcoin holders also hold Dogecoin. So this makes this price correlation between Doge and Bitcoin more significant. All in all these bullish indicators for Bitcoin are equally bullish for Dogecoin. And I'd like to remind you here that this is very important on-chain data, so we can't overlook it. And this is why I have been highlighting this in my videos again and again. In addition, we are now seeing that crypto adoption is increasing throughout the world. And this is again very bullish for Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and the overall crypto market. And just recently, the Campanile Foundation, an auxiliary of the San Diego State University, has announced that they are now accepting donations in cryptos. And initially, the university will welcome crypto donations in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it is expected that they will be accepting other coins as well sooner or later. And I think Dogecoin is going to be one of those cryptos thanks to its low transaction fee and effective utility. So this is pretty bullish for Dogecoin and other cryptos. And as per another positive update, despite the ongoing uncertainty about crypto regulation in India, local financial firms are backing new ventures aiming to launch Bitcoin ETF in the country. And we are now seeing that Taurus Kling Blockchain, a joint venture between Cosmia Financial Holding and Kling Trading India, is preparing to launch Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETF in India. Moreover, the company has signed a memorandum of understanding with India's major stock exchange to launch crypto ETF alongside investment products tracking major metaverse-related companies. So this is very, very bullish for the global crypto market, as millions of Indian investors will now be able to invest in cryptos and crypto-related funds. And another positive news is that it is now highly likely that more and more businesses are going to accept cryptos in 2022 and beyond. And as per a recent survey by payments giant Visa, almost a quarter of small businesses who responded plan to accept crypto payments this year. The survey includes about 2,250 small business owners in Brazil, Canada, Germany, Hong Kong, Ireland, Russia, Singapore, United Arab Emirates, and the US. And as per its results, 24% said that they plan to accept cryptos such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. Moreover, an overwhelming 82% of SMB said that they plan to accept some form of cryptos in 2022, and 73% see accepting crypto payments as fundamental to their business growth. So I think that more and more people and businesses are now feeling more confident with cryptos. And I'm more excited for Dogecoin because we know that it has already been adopted by more than 1,900 retail businesses throughout the world. This is because we know that Dogecoin's transaction fee is much lower than other cryptos, and now we know that Tesla has also accepted Dogecoin payments. So if we connect the dots, it is now highly likely that more and more big and small businesses are going to accept Dogecoin payments. And now let's come back to Bitcoin for a minute. So we are now seeing that more and more people are having a bullish outlook about Bitcoin. And just recently, global investment bank JP Morgan has asked its clients what they think the price of Bitcoin will be by year-end. And among the bank's clients who responded, 55% expect the price of Bitcoin to end the year at $60K or higher. And about 9% of the bank's clients who responded believe that the price of Bitcoin will reach $80K, while 5% of them think that Bitcoin can go as high as $100K during this year. So the point is that more and more people are now expecting Bitcoin to surge massively during this year. In fact, some analysts are also predicting that Bitcoin is going to hit a new all-time high anytime this year. For example, crypto analyst Alan O believes that since Bitcoin is now rebounding, it can now move up from here. And if this impulse move plays out, Bitcoin can see a high of 74K, a middle between 62K to 64K, and a low of 46K to 51K. So what he is saying is that by mid-January to the end of March, we can expect Bitcoin to reach these new highs. And I also think that Bitcoin can go up and hit a new all-time high during the months of February and March. This is because we have just seen how more and more bullish things are happening for it. And another very important thing for the overall crypto community is that the coming year is likely to see crypto-related crime decrease to an ever smaller share of the overall industry. And as per a recent report from Chainalysis, law enforcement is now taking greater advantage of the transparency provided by blockchain technology. And this is going to decrease all these fraudulent activities involved in the crypto space. And the report also mentioned that the growth of legitimate crypto usage is far outpacing the growth of criminal usage. And the share of crypto transaction volume associated with illicit activity has never been lower, representing just 0.15% of transaction volume in 2021. So this is actually a sigh of relief for the crypto community, since we know that all these crypto-related scams and crimes were damaging the worth of the market. And it also means that now more and more investors will feel safe and comfortable coming to the crypto space. So as we have just seen some bullish things for Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and others, I think that 2022 is going to be a great year for the overall market. And if we come to the current status of the market, we can see here that almost all cryptos are now back in the green. And the interesting thing is that Dogecoin has outperformed almost all other cryptos during the last 48 hours. And even now, Dogecoin's price is looking very, very bullish. And I think it is going to continue this moment in the coming days as well.